Hi everybody, we are here in the Lakewood Ranch Country Club and we just met the most interesting guy who made, I don't even know the right word, what did he make?
The boosters, or he designed them, the boosters for the space shuttle.
And we are going to let you in on a little conversation we had with him. He's a really fascinating guy and
Brilliant.
And he'll tell you some stuff about the space shuttle that you probably never knew. We didn't.
No.
Hold on, what did you just said? You enjoyed making them?
Oh, loved it. You know, some guys like to make things, some guys like to design things. So I enjoyed making these.
Okay, so Stan, we're just looking at this picture of the space shuttle.
Yes.
And just tell me what you just said. This is a picture when they actually had the paint
Yes.
on the whatever that thing is called.
Yeah, it's a fuel tanks.
The fuel tanks. And tell me, why does it look differently nowadays?
Well, they took the paint off because it weighs quite a bit of weight, you know, and so it's almost 1,000 pounds of weight.
Just in
from the
paint. That's unbelievable. So now when we see that as red, it's actually, there's no paint on it.
No, that's just the insulation. This is
Wow.
paint over the insulation. So talking about
Yeah, that's what it really
the
looks
rusty
like.
looking one.
That's just, you know, you look at that and you would think that's red paint, but that's actually no paint.
No paint.
That's so interesting. Had to make it lighter.
And they do like yes.
Oh, just explain to me the things that you once made. What are those? Those are the boosters, or the
The
things
boosters.
That, yeah.
These are the boosters right here. These are solid propellant boosters.
And what's inside of those?
A solid propellant fuel, which is a lot like an eraser. It's rubbery material. If you think about an eraser, it's an awful lot like this.
Mm-hmm.
You see? An eraser.
Yeah.
Mine is quite used, but you see it's rubbery like this?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's
What solid
That's
liquid
what-
looks
a
like.
solid propellant.
Okay.
A solid propellant. It is like an eraser, you see.
And we were just saying those actually split off from the shuttle as it goes up, and they come
Yes.
back in the ocean.
These only burn for about 2 minutes, and then they'll depart. See, they'll separate like this. There's little rockets right in here that'll separate this from the rest of the shuttle. And for many years we made those little separation rockets in addition. So there's quite a bit of things involved in this, and it's sort of neat.
Go ahead.
Okay, the liquid engines are on the shuttle, and they use the oxygen and hydrogen to run. These are F1 engines. These are the biggest ones we have. You start with the liquids. You light those. You make sure all the liquid engines are running, and their pressure is coming up to power before you light the solids. Now the solids here are held down on the launch pad with great big bolts. And you will cut those with an explosive bolt. You will cut them in two as soon as you're ready to launch this. So that it's flowing like molasses.
So that's what it looks like. That's the
Yeah.
stuff inside.
The stuff that the shuttle uses is this
That's neat.
configuration, and it's
So is
these
that
are-
highly explosive, what you're holding
no,
right
no, no, no.
Okay.
This is just plain old rubbery polymer.
Did you ever want to
It's-
experience what it was like inside that thing as it goes up?
I don't know if I could take it. I mean, well, if you think about it, some of these people are going to be pulling 5 Gs. Now, when we talk about pulling Gs, that's the gravitational force that's pulling on you. When we sit here, that's 1 G. Now, if you're accelerating, you're going to be twice as heavy if you're accelerating at 2 Gs. If you're going at 5 Gs, you're 5 times as heavy as you are now. So you think about your sitting, what would it be like if you were 5 times heavier? Now that's what we call pulling a lot of G's. So these guys, when you see them, their faces are all sort of sagging because it's a lot of thrust that's going on. So we have to be very careful about how these energies are programmed. Because this whole thing, you see, it can get too much stress on it and fall apart. It's got to run up through the atmosphere, but it can't go too fast until it gets out of the atmosphere, or it'll tear this whole thing apart.
Are you sad at all to see the last launch ever of a space shuttle coming up this week?
I am.
Yeah.
I'm really sad. We have an era that's changing now. Our era of big rocket boosters and so forth in the United States is coming to an end, but it's not really the end of these things. We have many other things coming along. Other countries are building things, and we have other configurations that are going to happen too. Now, there are commercial companies now that want to pick up and make launch vehicles from where we left off. The United States sort of dropped the ball, I would think, in retiring the shuttle. It is obsolete, that's true, but it's very expensive, and I think that we didn't plan ahead to the next generation of things, so I think that's what I'm most sad about in here.
Wow. So you teach at the Lifelong Learning Center at USF, and these are some of the notes that you
Yes.
talk to your students about.
Yes.
Obviously something that's very passionate to you.
Oh, it's very passionate.
That you're very passionate about, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Tell me, again, briefly summarize what you just said. Basically, you've written letters to the government, to the president, and you have a pretty good idea about what you think NASA should be used for now.
Yes.
What's that?
I think that part of them should be used to manage a new system of getting our own energies in the United States with what we know and what we have. I mean, we can use solar energy, we can use wind energy, we can use the fossil fuel energies that we have. We just need to go get them. But while we're using fossil fuels, we're going to run out eventually, because everybody uses fossil fuels. We have to start generating a new system of energy, and that might be hydrogen, or it could be something else, but we really need to be working on it. So we need to have somebody manage that, and so far, the Energy Department has not managed it very well.